जो यहाँ पे जो रिपोर्ट करेंगे।
A very good morning to all our esteemed delegates, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. May we now invite our special guest and VIPs to take over the stage, please. Once again, very good morning, everyone. It gives us an immense pleasure to welcome you all for the second edition of Aeromart Hyderabad. Having successfully inaugurated the first edition here 2 years ago, we are delighted to have returned here again for the second edition of Aeromart Hyderabad. And our community has twice in size, more than twice in size. So this edition has grown nearly twice. And just in 2 years, reflecting remarkable momentum of aerospace and defense ecosystem. We are truly excited about the future of Aeromart Hyderabad and immense opportunities that India have in ahead. May I now invite the delegates to please honor the lighting session, please. Thank you so much. May we request you all to raise for the national anthem, please. Thank you so much.
Jai.
It's my pleasure to invite Mr. Praveen P.A., Director of Aerospace, Government of Telangana, to deliver the opening words.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Minister, Sutam Reddy garu, Dr. G. Satish Reddy garu, the Consul General of Italy, Consul General of France, Airbus Andreas, and on the guest side, we also have the DGIC and the Shanga, and all the dignitaries out here. It's an immense pleasure to welcome you all to the second edition of Aeromart Hyderabad. Just to give a brief, I know when we started Aeromart Hyderabad in 2024, there was a lot of skepticism for a program, for a kind of event of this kind to be successful here. But we still had around 200 plus companies from 15 countries participating then. And we managed around 3,500 B2B meetings in 2024. But today, if you look at it, we have more than doubled the participation. We have more than 500 companies taking part from 25 countries and 1,200 delegates. And overall, as of now, we have 8,000 plus B2B meets already pre-scheduled for the participants. So what is the beauty of this event is it is not an expo where we get to see, the products and then try to kind of move around. It's actual serious B2B meets between the supply chain guys, buyers and sellers, so that every participant who is coming here gets some meaningful meetings and take away some sort of an order book when they go out. And the immense response that we have from the Italian, from the French, from the German, as well as from other states. Tamil Nadu has come in with a large delegation. So this clearly shows that it's not just the 1,500 plus MSMEs of Telangana who's benefiting, but from this event, we are looking at making serious business transactions dealt from Telangana for the MSMEs and the larger aerospace and defense ecosystem of the country. So once again, welcome all for all the foreign delegates. In fact, we have 100 plus foreign delegates, and in fact, we have about 50 speakers, of which half of which is foreign speakers, making this event truly international. And I would really request all of you to take the maximum benefit out of it. And welcome again to an event of this sort. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Praveen, for all your support. It's because of you why we are here, and it's because of your support. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Now it's the man of our BCI Aerospace. I kindly request Stefan Caspi, CEO of BCI Aerospace, to welcome.
Honorable Minister, Consul, Chairman, partners, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste, good morning, welcome to Hyderabad. First, I would like to thank you the state of Telangana to support us, to believe in us, and to help us day to day. And thank you for that, and thank you for your support, Praveen and Mr. Minister as well. Of course, I would like to thank all the participants to be present and to believe in us. With a special mention to the large OEM, of course, because without your presence, it will be really difficult to organize this kind of event. Thank you for us to support us all over the world. Thank you for Safran, thank you for Air, thank you for Tata to believe in us as well. BCI, we organize more than 20 aerospace events in the world. In Europe, of course, in US, in Canada, in Japan, and of course now in India. And we are really proud to take part of this history and to take part of the Indian aerospace brand. Always with the same philosophy, B2B meetings between buyers and suppliers, just to talk about innovation, production, and supply chain. Hyderabad was not chosen by chance. This is one place where in India, build, design, and allow the future to take flight. And today, Aeromart is here for one simple reason. India no longer just wants to buy aircraft. India wants to build them. The third largest aviation market in the world, with more than 500 million passengers in for 2013. Every aircraft purchase means 10,000 pieces to find the products. In India, we have an already mature market with large OEM, tier one, startup, and innovation center, education and academy, and of course, human capital with 1.5 million engineers training every year, competitive cost, quality recognized by all the large OEM in the world. India is not longer a subcontractor. India is a strategic tier one. Make in India a philosophy, not a slogan. Make in India, it's not a protectionist policy, it is an invitation. An invitation at 3 levels. Make in India for India. With more than 1,200 civil aircraft expected, we should produce them here and it will be employed here and employed in Europe or in the US. Make in India for the world. Free trade agreement and MRO ecosystem growing at 20% per year, becoming an export hub. And of course, make in India with India. This is a philosophy of Aeromart. Not an OEM and a supplier, but co-development. It's a joint venture, technology partnerships, and a wall of collaboration. And we hope Aeromart will be an opportunity for you to make the link between all the Indian supply chain and all the international supply chain. We are an international platform in India with more than 500 companies from 1,200 delegates from 25 countries and more than 8,000 B2B meetings. I hope this Aeromart will be really efficient for you. And thank you to believe in us and to be here with us. And just let's open this convention, let's do business, let's sign MOU, but above all, let's build together. Jai Hind, make in India, fly for India.
Thank you, Mr. Gandhi. I now invite Mr. Andreas Schwartz, Head of Regional Procurement of Airbus, to deliver the industry remarks.
Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, government representatives, industry colleagues, and partners. Namaste and welcome to Aeromart Hyderabad 2026. It's an honor to be standing in front of you here today. Hyderabad has turned itself into a magnet for aerospace and defense manufacturing. So it's quite apt that we meet here today as one aerospace ecosystem. I would like to start with the answer about this, which is simple and yet profound. We pioneer sustainable aerospace for a safe and united world. I point to you how my team and I are leveraging the power of India, its capabilities, its talent, and its energy to solve some of the most pressing challenges that global aerospace is facing. But before I would like to start with the big picture. The Airbus global market forecast is painting a very promising future for all. Global air travel is expected to rise by 3.6% for the next 20 years annually. As a consequence, the fleet of commercial aircraft will nearly double from 25,000 aircraft being operated today to around 49,000 in 2040. As an industry, we do not only need to deliver the additional 24,000 aircraft, but we also need to replace older, less fuel-efficient aircraft. All in all together, collectively, we will have to deliver more than 43,000 aircraft in the next 20 years. Think about that number for a minute. That's more than 2,000 aircraft every single year, 6 aircraft every single year. And that demand is decisively shifting towards the east, to Asia, and with India at the heart of it. Because whilst the world is considered to grow at 3.6% for the next 20 years, India's domestic travel is expected to grow at an astonishing rate of 8.9% annually. That's the highest growth rate we see in any major travel economy. India alone will require more than 3,200 aircrafts in the next 20 years, and our backlog is already reflecting that. 70% of orders placed by Indian airlines are placed with Airbus. For Airbus, Indian carriers represent 40% of our Airbus commercial aircraft backlog. In that sense, collectively, with all of you, we are providing the wings for India's economic aerospace ascent. And this opportunity can also be mirrored in defense. India's defense budget currently stands at $84 billion annually, making it the 5th largest globally. We project a 14 billion opportunity in the next 15 years for transport aircraft, helicopters, and combat electors. All that to say, whether we speak about civil aviation, defense, or space, the opportunities we see in India are simply unmatched. And this boom has not happened in a vacuum. It has been orchestrated by a very visionary and supportive government. Through the Ministry of Civil Aviation and the Ministry of Defense, we have seen policy changes that have continuously improved the ease of doing business. On the civil infrastructure side, we have seen the number of airports skyrocket from 74 in 2014 to more than 160 today, with a clear path of hitting 350 to 400 airports by 2047. On the defense side, we see the defense acquisition procedure, which is pushing local sourcing requirements higher. Personally, I do not see those as a blocker. I see them as an opportunity and as a catalyst. It has forced us to look deeper into the industrial network in India, and it might inspire the partner here in Hyderabad, Hyderabad Systems, for the C295 major constituent assembly, the final assembly line in Vadodara, and more recently, the H125 helicopter final assembly in Ramagai. And this brings me to the core of Airbus strategy in India. It was already said, India is not just a market. It's for us one of the most important and most promising sourcing bases. We've seen the number of NATCAP certified suppliers skyrocket to 170, up from just 88 in 2020. Our sourcing spend in the country has hit the $1.6 billion mark last year, with a clear path of hitting the $2 billion mark before the end of the decade. When we speak about our main operations, we have more than 3,600 highly skilled engineers in our customer services, digital, and engineering hub in Bangkok. They are no longer just supporting the teams in Europe. They are by themselves designing the software, testing hardwares, and engineering the components that will define the future of flight. And as the market matures, our procurement strategy must evolve. Historically, India has excelled as a services hub. then as a provider of complex detail parts, and more recently for complex integrated structures. Under the leadership of our President of Airbus India, we want to craft a strategy which is even more ambitious. We want every aircraft component to be touched by India. First of all, we want to boost composite manufacturing. Newer generation aircraft have a very heavy composite share. So we need to make sure that our partners in India have the capacity and the capability to develop and deliver composites high scale before we launch the next program. Second, we want to double down on aerostructures. Some of our tier ones have graduated from providing metallic detail parts to delivering very integrated complex aerostructures. We want to channel those players on aerostructures. Personally, I believe that as they mature into global aerostructure players, there will be a time where they reconsider their core non-core strategy, and as a consequence, they're made by policy. Many of the detailed parts that they currently do in-house will likely be put on the market, and this will be a major chance for the new MSMEs to capture market share for metallic detail parts. Third, we want to look and elevate the foundational material capabilities that are present in India, in other industries such as automotive and construction. We want to find the right local partners to develop and qualify aerospace-grade materials here in India for forgings, castings, and plates before the end of the decade. Last but not least, we want to look deeper into the network for cabin systems and equipment, which is already fairly well developed thanks to our partners and equipment OEMs like Safran, Collins, Honeywell, and Thales. We want to work with them hand by hand to find the right local players and elevate them to global tier one status. I speak a lot about scaling and growing, but I must remind the most important principle. Our global CEO frequently states that safety is our license to operate. In aviation, safety is not a metric on a slide. It's about human lives. And when it's about human lives, there's no room for compromise. Quality is our duty of care. As a consequence, we will deploy the Aero Excellence Framework systematically here in India. We want all of our major partners to undergo the Aero Excellence Assessment before the end of 2027. Aero Excellence is a globally recognized and structured framework to assess the maturity of a supplier and enable it to become a global world-class aerospace supplier. Ladies and gentlemen, I will conclude. The path for aerospace and defense manufacturing in India is clear and it is bright. We've already moved on to global and very complex value creation. Airbus is committed to India. We're here to partner, we're here to invest, we're here to train, and we're here to learn. Most importantly, we are here to build a supply chain that will help us pioneer aerospace in the decades to come. I want to thank the organizers of Aeromart for bringing us all together here today. Let us use the next 3 days to connect, strengthen partnerships, and build a safer, more connected ecosystem in India. Thank you. Let's make it fly.
Thank you so much for such an informative address. It's my pleasure to invite His Excellency Gian Domenico Milano, Consul General of Italy, to the podium to share his address.
Honorable Minister, representative of Telangana, excellencies, industry leaders, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning, namaskar. It's a special privilege for me to join you for the opening of Aeromart Hyderabad, a brilliant international platform to connect the global aerospace and defense industry with India's rapidly expanding manufacturing and innovation ecosystem. I wish therefore to congratulate the government of Telangana, BC Aerospace, and all the partners who made this event possible. Thank you very much. Hyderabad is now one of India's leading aerospace and technology hubs, bringing together major industrial groups, specialized suppliers, research institutions, universities, and a dynamic startup ecosystem. It's an ideal place in which to strengthen international industrial partnerships. We, as Italy, are extremely proud to be part of this journey. This year, I have the pleasure of accompanying a delegation of 9 Italian companies. I have pleasure in acknowledging them individually, Brighton, Chen, David Romao, Giacomo Automazione, Leonardo, Merin, Nanotech, Sestalab, and Zoppas Industry. Together, they represent capabilities of which Italian industry is internationally recognized. Advanced manufacturing, precision engineering, automation, testing and certification, specialized aerospace system, advanced materials, and industrial innovation. Their presence here send a very clear message. We are here to develop technologies together, manufacture together, invest together, and participate together in the global aerospace supply chains. Italy does not see India as India's market. Italy sees India as a strategic industrial partner. On a personal note, I'm particularly proud that this is the second major aerospace delegation that I accompanied to Hyderabad in less than a year. After the one that in September visited Hyderabad, Bengaluru, and New Delhi. Today we return once again with new companies, new technology, and new opportunities. But this is not a one-way road. And last month, very happy to share that in space took to Italy a delegation of 9 leading Indian companies to Venice for the space meeting in Venice. A very successful mission that inspired the first opportunity to work together and explore new possibilities for partnership. This continuity reflects Italy's long-term commitment to India's aerospace ecosystem and our determination to build structured industrial partnerships. That engagement is supported by the exceptional momentum in our bilateral relations. As you know, last month, Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi visited Rome, where he met with our Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. During the visit, our leaders decided to elevate the bilateral relation between Italy and India to a special strategic partnership, the highest level in our bilateral framework. Building on the Joint Strategic Action Plan 2025-2029, these partnerships provides a stronger framework for cooperation in defense, aerospace, space, advanced manufacturing, critical technologies, artificial intelligence, research, and resilient supply chains. As we all know, Italy and India possess highly complementary strengths. On the one side, Italy brings to the table specialized engineering, advanced industrial technologies, manufacturing excellence, and a strong culture of innovation. On the other hand, India brings scale, engineering talent, industrial dynamism, expanding demand, and one of the world's most vibrant research ecosystem. This is, I believe, the natural meeting point between made in Italy and making it. Our leaders also reaffirmed the objective of reaching and exceeding 20 billion euros in bilateral trade by 2029. Achieving that goal will require stronger industrial collaboration, investment, and technology partnership. Aerospace and defense can play a central role in this endeavor. The EU India Free Trade Agreement adds further momentum to these relations. Once implemented, we hope it will be very soon, not soon enough. It will create not only a more favorable environment for trade, but also, very critically, for investment and long-term industrial cooperation. The timing of Aeromart and Rabat will therefore not be better. The aerospace industry is undergoing profound transformation. Commercial aviation is expanding. Defense modernization is accelerating. The space economy is opening new frontiers. Supply chains are being reconfigured. Artificial intelligence, digitalization, advanced materials, and automation are changing how aerospace systems are designed, produced, and maintained. Against this general backdrop, I would like to identify four trends that right now are shaping Italy-India aerospace cooperation. The first is a clear movement towards co-production and co-development. Both countries are increasingly focused on building industrial capacity, developing local expertise, and creating long-term partnerships rather than limiting cooperation to the exchange of finished products. The second trend is the growth of commercial space cooperation. Italy and India both have strong institutional capabilities, dynamic companies, and innovative startups. By connecting this ecosystem, we can create new opportunities in satellite technologies, ground infrastructure, launch services, navigation, and space application. The third trend is supply chain localization and integration. The aerospace industry needs supply chains that are not only efficient, but also resilient, certified, and trusted. Italian companies can support India's objectives of strengthening domestic manufacturing by contributing specialized technologies, industrial processes, logistic expertise, and high quality components. The fourth trend is the cooperation with the next generation technologies, artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, digital engineering, advanced materials, and green propulsion will shape the future of aerospace, defense, and space in the future. These trends they clearly point in the same direction. Italy and India should therefore work together on technological systems, connecting companies and with university, research centers, startups, and testing facilities. We should support joint research, the mobility of talents, and the transformation of promising technologies from laboratories to industrial production. India, as we all can witness firsthand, is emerging as one of the world's most important aerospace markets and manufacturing location. It's expanding civil aviation sector, growing defense capabilities, ambitious space program, a strong engineering base are creating opportunities across the entire value chain. Italy brings internationally recognized capabilities in specialized machinery, precision components, avionics, helicopters, automation, testing, advanced materials, and space technologies. This combination make our countries natural partners in aerospace and defense. The scope for cooperation is therefore immense, I would say. Our company can cooperate on high value components, digital manufacturing, maintenance, repair and overhaul, testing and certification, advanced materials, artificial intelligence, propulsion technologies, and sustainable aviation. In this scenario, Hyderabad offers an exceptional environment in which to build these connections. It combines industrial capability, research, entrepreneurship, digital technology, and a highly qualified skilled force. Now, allow me to conclude. Ultimately, strategic partnerships are not built through declarations alone. They are built through contracts, investment, joint ventures, research programs, and relationship of trust. Events such as Aeromart are therefore essential because they transform political vision into industrial cooperation and complementary capabilities into joint projects. I therefore very warmly encourage all participants to make full use of these 3 days, exchanging ideas, identify complementarities, discuss concrete projects, and explore opportunities for joint manufacturing, investment, research, and technology development. Thank you very much. I wish you very good luck for the rest of the 3 days.
Grazie mille. Thank you so much, His Excellency. It's now my pleasure to invite His Excellency Mark Levy, Consul General of France, to share his welcome address.
Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, very good day to every one of you. Indeed, it's a great pleasure for me, of course, to be here in Hyderabad today. I would like to thank the organizers, of course, as well as the government of Telangana for bringing together this important event. As you know, Aeromart in Hyderabad is modeled on Aeromart Toulouse, a major B2B event that brings together industry leaders and all stakeholders across the aerospace supply chain. The fact that Hyderabad is hosting this event again after a very successful first edition reflects two important trends. First, it reflects the growing success of India as one of the most dynamic aerospace markets in the world. India combines rapidly growing industrial capabilities, strong air traffic growth, and a focus that is quickly expanding from production to design and innovation. It is increasingly becoming a major actor in the global aeronautical supply chain, with key suppliers as TASL, Dynamatic, and Morrison. Second, it is a clear recognition of the growing importance of Telangana as an international hub for the aerospace sector. In this regard, the work carried out by the government of Telangana to turn Hyderabad into a global aerospace hub has been remarkable. After successfully hosting Wings India earlier this year, Hyderabad is now firmly positioning itself on the global aviation map. It gives me great satisfaction that France is a major partner of both India and Telangana in the aeronautical sector. French industry leaders, several of whom are present today, have all committed to India not only as a major market, but also as a production and innovation hub. I would particularly like to underline the success of Airbus, which has been partnering with India for more than 50 years and continues to deepen this commitment through growing local sourcing and the establishment of two final lines in partnership with Tata. Safran is also strongly committed to India and has chosen Hyderabad for one of its most important facilities in the world. This project will confirm Telangana's role as a global hub for MRO and engine manufacturing. The facility will support the MRO of up to 300 LEAP engines every year and will also work on the Rafale engine. It is a major symbol of the industrial and strategic partnership between France and India. This partnership, which has recently been upgraded to a special and global one, continues to flourish. Aeronautics and defense are among its core pillars. In last February, Prime Minister Modi and President Macron inaugurated the Indo-French Year of Innovation. As a testimony of Hyderabad's world-class position in the aviation sector, two of the first initiatives recognized under this framework were the AI-powered control center at GMR Hyderabad Airport and the inauguration of the Safran MRO shuttle. From Toulouse to Hyderabad, the partnership between India and France in aerospace is stronger than ever. Thank you again to the organizers and thank you to the government of Telangana for our long-standing partnership. I wish you all an excellent Aeromart. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup, Mr. Levy. It's a pleasure now to invite Dr. Satish Reddy, Member, National Security Advisory Board, Government of India, former Secretary, Department of Defense R&D, and Chairman DRDO, and former Scientist Advisor to Raksha Mandal.
Namaskar. A very good morning. Honorable Minister, Cabinet Minister, Government of Telangana, Shri Kumar Reddy, His Excellencies, the Consul Generals of France and Italy, Mr. Shah from Airbus, Mr. Praveen, and everyone who is present here. Once again, very good morning. At the outset, let me congratulate and appreciate the government of Telangana and BCI for coming together and conducting the second edition of Aeromart, where large number of industries from India and abroad are present here, showcasing many of their capabilities today. As you know, this particular convention, business convention in the aerospace and defense is happening at a juncture when India is evolving itself in these sectors of defense, aero, and space in a big way. So look at the defense, the way the country's defense is evolving today. Look at just the budget. In just 1 year, the defense budget has gone up by more than 1 lakh crores. It has now touched 7.85 lakh crores is the budget of the Indian defense budget, wherein we have the 2.15 lakh crores capital procurement and about 1.58 lakh crores revenue budget, making the total together 3.77 lakh crores before crores. It's a huge jump suddenly you look at it. And expected in the next 1 year, it is going to cross 50,000 crores is the expectation. And if you just see the country just about a month back, where the Republic Day parade was there, and in that Republic Day parade, it's France, where the Honorable Prime Minister came, Sri Narendra Modi, and the President of France both came, where Bharat Innovates keeps have been presented there. 120 Indian startups were selected out of the thousands of startups here. And then the 120 startups have showcased in these along with all IITs and Institute of Science directors came there, had interactions with all the French people. Large number of people came there, along with as I said, the president of France, and seen the capabilities of the Indian capabilities and show a lot of interest. From there, the next day, Eurosat, where the defense expo was there, many Indian industries have showcased their products there. A lot of interest. Some of them probably are here, I do not know. Maybe I think Kalyani Group and MKU, these all industries were present who have showcased. And large number of Indian industry people, Indian defense people who have come there, interacted with them. And very next day, you look at Vivamba. Again, lot of Indian industries, Indian startups who have come up there and showcased that. And in fact, day before yesterday, in the Republic TV function, and the Prime Minister was mentioning about Sridhar Vemu's Jogo, a huge crowd was there looking at that startup and all that he was mentioned. So this is how it is evolving today. Look at the startups. Today, in just last about 10 years, the landscape of the startups have completely changed. In 2016, this country had 458 startups. And now today, we have crossed 2,35,000 startups. This is the change what has happened in the country, which is happening. And look at the aero sector. Leaving aside the budget what has been allocated for purchase of the Rafale aircraft and the indigenous development. 220 aircrafts of LCA Mark 1A order, close to about 70,000 crores. Then LCA Mark 2 is under development and probably this year it will be rolling out and next year it will be taking off, the first flight will be taking off, which again 200 aircrafts come up with almost 1 lakh crores. And then advanced immediate combat aircraft, the fifth generation fighter aircraft, which is again is a central project and we should roll out next year. Again talking about 150 aircrafts, 1,20,000 crores. And look at the fighter aircraft budget itself in the coming probably next 10 years or 15 years, it is going to be 3 lakh crores worth of aircraft which you need to manufacture here in this country. That is the shape it is taking up. Look at the space. So many startups which have come up in the country, so many private industries which have come up, and Hyderabad, the many of them. You talk about the launch vehicles, or the Skyroot, or Trua, you talk about X-ray wings, and many other uh, space-related startups which have come up, which are actually flying many satellites from our own PSLV, are talking about uh, SpaceX, Aeromart, launch vehicles, many new technologies, and getting funds from various countries abroad is the scenario the way the startups are taking up. And many industries, even in the you talk about aero sector, you talking about passenger aircraft. Today, Embraer and Adani have signed and collaborations, and they're going to have the aircraft manufactured here in this country. HAL has already tied up with the Russian industry to produce the aircraft here in the country. Then one more company which is coming up again tied up with the Russian industry, going to manufacture again small aircrafts here in the country. This is how it is. Safran has two MROs here in this city of Hyderabad, two MROs, one for the night engine, other for the fighter aircraft engine which has come up. I was just talking to my friend here from Mr. Shah from Airbus. Why don't you have a MRO, complete MRO here in this country? He was saying, yes, they are looking for it and we will have it here in the country. And so this is Hyderabad is the actually defense hub of the country. We have the most prominent, important, more than 10 laboratories of DRDO here. We have more than about 1,000 industries working here for the defense and aerospace here in this country, in this city of Hyderabad. Almost, if you look at the developments that have happened in the last 1 month, most prominent, important research tests have been happened in the last just 2 months. Talk about naval anti-ship missile, short-range missile, naval anti-ship missile, medium-range missile. Talk about Rudram to surface missile. You talk about MIRV, multiple independent targetable re-entry vehicles. There's another thing. Naval anti-ship missile, 1,500 kilometers. And this city has witnessed the first longest scramjet, that is hypersonic engine of 1,200 seconds firing here. There's so many things we have. Like the BMP test, which has happened just 1 month back, both the Indo export atmospheric, which is actually intercepted a missile at about 150 kilometers. These are all the things which have happened in the last just about 2 months. To talk about these things, whether the country production for the country or export potential, enormous. So we need to look at all these things, and the friends from our abroad see the capabilities in the country, the way the supply chain capabilities are increasing in the country, and particularly in the city of Hyderabad, the way the system is evolving, it will actually go with the seats in the 1960s, 70s, what have been laid here with the missile laboratories and other coming up, and then the HAL, the NRSA, the Airport Electronic Limited, and the Artens Factory, the Midani, BMR, so many things. Somebody was talking about materials. So many material industries have come up in the last 2 years. The composite industries in the country in the last about 3 years, at least 7 to 8 industries have come up here, which are actually producing for the country and outside the country. Similarly, propulsion. In the last 1 year, there are at least about 7 to 8 industries which have come up in the area of the propulsion here. And again, you see, look at the materials in the DMR technology here. In the last again about 3 years, at least 7 to 8 industries which have come up in the materials, advanced materials here in the country. And this is the way the things are getting changed. Whatever advanced materials, composite materials you are looking for, there are many industries. In fact, other day, a French company met me supplying the most modern composite materials manufacturing industry machines, which the Hyderabad industry is buying from them. And so it's evolving very fast. So look at that, take the opportunities, collaborate with the Indian industries, and supply them globally. Let India become a hub for defense and aerospace industries, manufacturing and supply to the global chain. Catch and opportunities, use the opportunities. World is looking at India. World is looking at India. The way you see the the growth of the export potential. It is all that we need to come out of that more openly, try to look for that opportunities and try to see that we are able to sell it, make for the world the concept what Honorable Prime Minister has given. Let us make it and make uh, as it is, Hyderabad has been a vibrant defense ecosystem which is there here and make it a global ecosystem, global vibrant ecosystem, and make that Hyderabad becomes a prominent place in the world in the defense ecosystem. My best wishes to wish the conference a great success. A lot of deliberations happen, a lot of business transactions happen, and becomes a very successful convention. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Reddy sir, for your insightful address. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a great pleasure to know somebody who's in the industry and his passion to learn about his passion about aerospace and defense. It's a pleasure and honor to welcome Shri and Uttam Kumar Reddy, Honorable Minister of Irrigation and Government of Telangana, to deliver the inaugural address.
Distinguished dignitaries of the dais, Dr. Satish Reddy Garu, Member, National Security Advisory Board, His Excellency Milano, Consul General of Italy, His Excellency Mark Lamy, Consul General of France, Mr. Andreas Schwab of Airbus Industries, and Mr. Stefan of PCA Aerospace, Mr. Praveen, Director of Aerospace and Defense, Government of Telangana, Mr. Krishna Aditya, Secretary Industries, Mr. Shashank, also from the Industries Department of Telangana, global aerospace leaders, procurement chiefs, representatives from OEMs, Tier 1 suppliers, our brilliant local MSME entrepreneurs, delegates from over 25 countries, and friends from the media. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to spend some time with you. And on behalf of the government of Telangana, I wish to extend each one of you a very, very warm welcome to Hyderabad. It's an honor to stand before you today to inaugurate the second edition of Aeromart Hyderabad 2026. As I look around this room, I see some of the finest minds, most advanced technologies, and most ambitious partnerships in global aviation, space, and defense. The future of global aerospace collaboration is taking shape right here in Telangana. For me, the summit is also deeply personal. Long before I came into politics and walked the corridors of public office, I walked the tarmacs of military air bases. As a former fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force, having flown supersonic fighter aircraft such as the MiG-21 and the MiG-23, I have always felt a profound connection with the aerospace sector. I was just telling the Consul General of France that while I was a fully operational fighter pilot on the MiG-21 and the MiG-23, I had occasion to fly the Mirage 2000 on a few occasions too. Years spent operating sophisticated defense equipment at Mark II and Mark III teaches an uncompromising respect for precision engineering. In aerospace, there is no margin for error. A single component or seal can determine the difference between mission success and failure. That is why I view Telangana's achievements not only with pride as a public representative, but also with the executive eye of a veteran fighter pilot. And I can say with confidence, what we are building here in Hyderabad is truly world class. Over the past 2 years, Telangana has moved from being a strong regional participant to a globally recognized force
Aeromart.
in advanced aerospace manufacturing and defense technology. Hyderabad today offers a compelling value proposition to the global aerospace industry. Telangana is consistently attracting investment from across the globe, including the United States, United Kingdom, France, Spain, Italy, Japan, Israel, and Canada. From US presidential helicopter cabins built by Tata Sikorsky, Apache helicopter fuselages by Boeing, F-16 wings by Lockheed Martin, to complex aero engine components and MROs by Safran, G Aviation, and Honeywell. Products stamped made in Telangana are flying on leading aircraft across the world. Last month, we programmed in Hyderabad for ITP Aero's manufacturing facility, marking Spain's first aerospace company facility in India. Yesterday, we inaugurated FTG Aerospace facility at GMR Aerospace Park, marking the arrival of the first Canadian aerospace company in Telangana. The large presence of Italian and French companies at Aeromart here today reflects the today reflects Hyderabad's emergence as a globally preferred aerospace manufacturing hub. Telangana offers dedicated aerospace SEZs and precision engineering parks with robust plug-and-play manufacturing capabilities. Our state is home to more than 1,500 specialized MSMEs and precision engineering suppliers serving the aerospace, defense, and space industries. The state's new MSME policy is designed to help more enterprises enter precision engineering and allied industries. With its strong network of DRDO laboratories mentioned by my good friend Satish Reddy, with its strong network of DRDO laboratories, defense PSUs, research institutions, and industry partners, Hyderabad is a natural center for innovation and maintenance, repair, and overhaul. Flagship initiatives of our government, such as Young India Skills University and the conversion of traditional industrial training institutes into advanced technology centers, are creating a strong pipeline of industry-ready talent. Telangana's rapid growth directly supports the Government of India's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat by advancing defense indigenization and strengthening India's integration with global supply chains. The progress achieved in the past 2.5 years has laid a strong foundation for the future. The aerospace and defense sector in our state has recorded an impressive 30% year-on-year growth in the past few years. Last year alone, aerospace and defense sector exports. Last year alone, aerospace and defense sector exports grew by a staggering 103%, surpassing the pharmaceutical sector for the first time. Telangana today is one of the largest, India's largest and best supported aerospace and defense clusters, and it will remain a major thrust sector for our government. I also wish to make a major announcement today that our state is developing new airports, new airfields in 3 places: in Warangal, which is about 2 hours drive from Hyderabad, and which likely the foundation stone will be laid next month, and another airfield in Adilabad, which is going to be a combined civil and military aviation airfield. And thirdly, we are also negotiating with the Government of India to set up another airfield in Kottagudam. As a pilot and somebody experienced in aviation, I can only mention to all the people in aerospace here, that these new airfields that we are developing, we can offer you, MRO facilities or any other facilities at a significantly lower cost than what you would, what the aviation companies would have to pay in an established present airport. I urge all our international guests to make the most of the next 3 days. Aeromart's distinctive B2B matchmaking models is designed to create high value partnerships. Engage with our, this is to our international guests and global OEMs, engage with our local suppliers, explore the capabilities of our MSMEs, and experience firsthand Telangana's precision, passion, and scale. To our local industries and MSMEs, compete relentlessly on quality. Let this convention be your springboard into global value chains. Telangana offers you a partnership built on trust, powered by innovation, and supported by the highest standards of governance. In Telangana, all of us, those who are in governance, every single person, whether in politics or in bureaucracy, is available to every entrepreneur round the clock in whatever we can help you establish and grow in your, in your industries and your enterprises. I thank Advanced Business Events, the Industries Department, TGIIC, and the organizers for bringing this important convention to life. I wish Aeromart Hyderabad 2026 tremendous success. May the partnerships formed here be enduring and may your trajectories continue ever upward. I wish to make particularly an appeal to the distinguished dignitaries on the dais. All of you have spoke about the various ventures you're doing in India and in Telangana. On behalf of the government of Telangana, we once again extend a welcome to you to increase your investments and in manufacturing significantly in Telangana. Our government will be with you and in every which way you want. We will support you and we will together be partners in progress of Telangana. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Telangana.
Thank you very much, sir, for your distinguished inaugural address. It's a very pleasure and honor to have you here. I take this moment to thank all the participants who flew from different corners of the world, all of our sponsors, TGIIC, especially for their support, sponsors, co-sponsors, Airbus, HFCL, Apollo Microsystem, K-Indem, Icon, Zen, silver sponsor FPG, bronze sponsor Azad, Shank, Dassel, BAF, Rahamamshi, and ARM Technologies. Thank you all so much. And different delegations and state partners have flew from different places. Thank you all and welcome again. We have a very little bit moment to give you some. Another moment, please. Thank you all so much. May I now request the minister to join us to cut the ribbon and inaugurate the exhibition, please. Please join us. Thank you.